Hello, Pisces. This is your bonus reading for the month of September 2022, okay? What I am doing with my bonus readings is looking for details that I missed or completely left out of the main monthly reading. If you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know, okay? All right, I am opening this up with the situation troubling you the most. That could be a past person, could be somebody currently involved in your life. Just take it however it resonates. If it resonates. If it doesn't, just chuck it and check your moon, rising, and Venus. All righty. Hello, Claire. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's see here. Let's look at the energy between Pisces and whoever this is they're dealing with in this situation, troubling them the most. Six of Cups reversed. So there's a hell of a grudge being held here. Somebody's holding a grudge. I don't know who it is. Let's see. Ace of Cups reversed. Emperor reversed. Ooh. Now, okay, this is a fairly unusual thing to come through. Okay, for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that stuff like this doesn't normally come through. But if we could get the two of you on the same page at the same time, there is potential for a successful reconciliation. World card, Tower reverse, Ten of Cups. But I feel like there's an energetic blockage here which is preventing this from moving forward. And that is whatever it was that happened in the past, there's somebody here not willing to work through that. I don't know who. Okay, and to be very candid, to be 100% honest, I really don't care who. It doesn't really matter that much. All that matters, it does matter, but it's not the number one priority. Okay, all that matters is that somebody here is unwilling to, whatever it was that happened in the past, to put that in the past, keep it in the past, and move forward. And whoever that is, in their defense, that is very difficult to do. That is very difficult to do. Very difficult. Okay, but there's potential here. There is potential for successful reconciliation. Seven of Pentacles, though. Ace of Cups reversed. By the way, the major arcana I got Leo, and Aries. Okay. Well, let's look at this person and see their intentions and feelings. Let's see how they feel about this. How do they view you? How do they feel about you? What do they want from you? What do they want from this situation? What are they really all about? The Ten of Cups, though. So they want this to work out. They do want to talk to you. They're waiting on you. Okay. They're waiting on you. I think they know exactly what they want to say. They do think about this very frequently. Okay. And they're waiting on you, basically. They're waiting on you, but are they willing to move past whatever happened in the past? That's what I want to look at here. Queen of Cups. There it is. There it is, man, like clockwork. There it is. It's them. They're not willing to move past whatever it was that happened between the two of you. They're still very angry. Still very bitter, very pissed off about whatever it was that happened between the two of you. And I don't know if they're actually aware that this is an energetic blockage. They may not, and you know what? I don't think that most people really are fully aware of the level of blockage that type of energy can create. You know, they may not even be aware of that. They may not, because I can tell you right now, with this energy right here, if the two of you do come together, it's only a matter of time before the past gets brought up, and that's normal. That should happen. It's only a matter of time. However, we have to be willing to put things aside, you know? And I feel like this person has too much pride, honestly. Both people have to be willing to say, okay, well, I did this wrong and I apologize. I'll work on that. Both people have to be willing to do that. But you always have one person with too much pride who's not willing to do that, you know? And I think that might be them with this Queen of Pentacles energy here. I'm thinking that might be them. All right, let's see if there's going to be any kind of actions or outcome here. Any kind of actions or outcome. Mainly coming from this person. 6 of Wands. All right, last one. Thank you, Michaela. Appreciate that. All right. No, I'm not seeing a lot of action. Not seeing communication here. I don't think this person knows exactly how to go about starting a conversation with you, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it's not looking like there's much actions or outcome happening here. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reversed. At least this person's just sitting around twiddling their thumbs with their guard up. With their guard up. You might just end up throwing in the white towel and giving up on this completely. You very well may. Let's get the advice. This is the important part of the reading, the advice. The reason I give advice, let me take just a minute to say something. I give advice because some of you know this, some of you don't, but when you come to a reader, I don't care if it's the most accurate reader on the planet, you have the power to change the outcome of the reading. I'll never forget that was told to me when I got my first reading. And then the situation started happening exactly as the reader said they would. And I remembered her saying, you can change this outcome if you don't want this to happen this way. And that's what I had to do. I dug in and I changed the outcome. That's why I give the advice. Okay? I give advice because I look at the outcome first, and then I'll give the advice to see, okay, well, if you don't like this outcome, would it be in your best interest to change this outcome, or would it be in your best interest to let this outcome play out? Does that make sense? I personally feel like the advice is the most important part of the reading. The most important part. That's just me, though. I am all about creating your future and not just waiting around for the future to happen to you, you know? All right, which puts me in a really strange position in the tarot community, doesn't it? All right, what's the advice? 2 more shuffles, 2 more. All right. Queen of Cups reversed, 9 of Swords, Strength reversed. Okay. That is the 3rd time in a row this Hermit card came out. Some of y'all could definitely be dealing with a Virgo. I see that a lot. See, in my line of work, I take mental notes of the pairings that come through, you know, the different astrological pairings. And I see Virgo and Pisces a lot. And the funny thing about that is those two are opposites, okay? Which means mirror image reflection, astrologically speaking. Anyway, I do think that closure is definitely going to have to happen one of these days. I'm feeling like for the majority of the Pisces who resonate with this right here, this feels like a situation that's fairly recent, okay? If it wasn't fairly recent, a lot of healing needs to be done, okay? Because I'm seeing right now that you might still be too vulnerable to communicate with this person. Okay? And if you're in a very vulnerable position, basically that means you could probably be triggered very easily, or you could be upset very easily. Okay? In order to get the closure and even get a chance at starting over new, a lot of healing needs to be done to the point to where you could communicate this with this person without being triggered. You know, we need to have that level of integrity to where we can talk to somebody and it doesn't matter what they say. You know, say what you want. You ain't gonna trigger me. I don't care what you say. I know the truth about me. I heard somebody use this example one time and I loved it. You know, like if somebody walked up to me and said, Rich, I hate your blue hair. Well, I don't have blue hair, so that means absolutely nothing to me whatsoever. You know what I mean? And you have to have that attitude whenever somebody wants to say something about you. You know, like, oh, you're such an asshole. Well, I know that I'm not, so you saying that about me doesn't affect me, you know, or whatever the case may be, you know. So do the best you can to develop that level of integrity before you and this person communicate, if you choose to open up communication. And I think that'll give you a shot at successful reconciliation. Okay? All right, anything new coming in for the single Pisces? Anything new coming in? If so, let's get the details on that. If not, what's the energetic blockage? Anything new coming in for single Pisces? Oh, 8 of Swords. Hang on. There's somebody interested in you that either you don't know about or you're playing dumb and ignoring it for whatever reason. Hang on. Hold up. 9 of Wands. Do you have are you guarded? This might get little bit too specific. Okay, I don't want to get too specific. I want to be able to straddle that line between specific and general. If I start getting too specific, then that might run a lot of you off. But it feels to me, let me just go ahead and say this, maybe for the 1 or 2 Pisces this resonates with. At least 1 or 2 of you, there's somebody into you that for whatever reason you're not interested in. I don't know if you're just not attracted to them or if their energy just feels fucked up. You know, like say it's a coworker, for example, you know, and you work near them and their energy just feels fucked up, you know, and there's no real words. You can't really describe it. And you don't want to say anything because that'll make you look bad, you know, because I can't point to it and show you. I just feel it. I can't explain why. I can just feel there's something off about that person. So, and again, that may not be everybody. I think for the rest of you, for those of you that doesn't resonate with, whoever this is that's interested in you, you're not even aware of it. Not even aware of it, you know? And whoever this is, I feel like with this Devil card here, they're wanting to hook up. Yep, and it could definitely be a coworker for some of you. So either way, though, there is a strong possibility that, like maybe a hookup, but as far as something long-term, stable, and committed, it doesn't look like that's happening. And I feel like the energetic blockage is, for whatever reason, you're not wanting to open up. Now, you could have every right to not want to open up, you know? Yeah, I see you holding back on this. Okay. Maybe this person's sending you mixed signals and you can't really tell. We're going to have to dig up their intentions. I hate it when shit like this comes through, man. It's so hard to read. Well, it's not hard to read. It's hard to verbalize, you know? I think that's the most, to me, I don't know. I know I got tarot card readers that watch me. Do you feel the same way? To me, the most draining part about reading the tarot is figuring out how to take this download of information and verbalize it in a quick, efficient, and profound way at the same time. You know, I mean, if I was to sit and like describe to you everything that I saw in that spread, it would probably take me almost an hour, you know? And here in this little video here, how can I just extract the important parts so that it's quick, to the point, but deep and profound at the same time? You know what I'm saying? And Mercury retrograde, boy, makes that much more difficult. Okay, let's see this person's actual intentions. What are their actual intentions? What do they really want with you? Queen of Pentacles. For those of you who are blessed in the bank, I feel like they're very aware of that. And I know that's not everybody, but if you're blessed in the bank, I feel like they definitely want somebody who has money. Nine of Wands again. Okay, so this person's very guarded. They want a relationship, but they're not willing to let their guard down. Yeah, see? Okay, so they want a relationship. They want something serious. I feel like deep down at the deepest level, this person does have feelings for you. But as always, their guard is up. Why? Because of something bad that happened in the past. I feel like this person is very accustomed to being single. They seem very independent, but they're very lonely at the same time, but also broken and hung up on the past. So what do we do when you're in that conundrum? I want somebody, but I'm too afraid to open up. Okay, let's see what the outcome looks like. What's the outcome look like? What's the outcome looking like here? 3 shuffles. Queen of Pentacles reversed, King of Pentacles upright. I don't see an offer being made. No. I don't see an offer being made, not with this particular person. I see you actually connecting probably with somebody. Y'all may possibly end up coming together and having a sexual encounter, but I don't see it going anywhere. Probably more than likely, it's going to be outside the time block. The next person due to come in for the singles is probably more along the lines in the October. And it does look like, how am I going to explain this? I'm feeling like whoever this is a test. It's a test to see if you're ready for the next level. And those of you who pass this test and turn it down, see what the universe is doing is testing your integrity. Testing your integrity, okay? Because the universe can only bring you who is a frequency match to you. Okay? If you don't have any integrity and you're broken and empty on the inside, the universe cannot bring you a person who has integrity and lay a solid foundation for something happy and successful. So a lot of times the universe will throw you something that your intuition is telling you you should stay away from to see, do you have integrity? Can you fill the void in your own heart and recognize your own self-worth and know when to turn something down? And I think the majority of you probably will, okay? And then an even newer person than that will more than likely show up, probably around October, though. This doesn't feel like it's in September. It's at the very, very bottom of the spread here, okay? So it might be a little bit of a waiting game, and it's probably going to come with a test. But I do think that before this year is up, more than likely, the overwhelming majority of the singles will probably be settled down in something very serious and long-term. All right, now let's take a look at the new person. For those of you currently dealing with somebody who just showed up in your life. Let's see how the energy is looking for Pisces and the new person. How's the energy looking? How's the energy looking for Pisces and the new person? Chariot reverse. Could be a Cancer for some of you. So things are moving kind of slow. They're not moving very quick between the two of you. World card reversed. Okay, all right. Damn it, man, every time. And I hate hearing myself repeat the same shit. Death card reversed. 9 of Wands. What's this mean? What's this mean? Somebody here has their guard up because of what they experienced in the past. I feel like one of you has a fear of abandonment, a fear of being ghosted, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. For those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the new person is about to ghost you, the answer is no. I think this person actually has a lot of feelings for you. They're just not wanting to jump into this with both feet, not wanting to jump in head first. They're wanting to take things slow. Okay, they're wanting to take things very slow. The major arcana I have is Scorpio, Cancer, and Aries, and Scorpio. Got Scorpio too. For those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the new person is talking to a bunch of other people, the answer is no. They may have been at one point, but I don't think they are in this moment. I don't think so. Let's look at their intentions. Let's look at their feelings and intentions. 5 of Cups. This person's still very hurt over whatever it was that happened to them in the past. Like clockwork, every time we read a new situation. Yep, they're wanting to move slow. Actually, as a matter of fact, yes, see, they have a fear of abandonment. They have a fear of abandonment because they are still hurt over their last heartbreak. So they're wanting to take things slow. They don't want to pass up this opportunity, though. They don't. And like I said, same card that came up in the last spread. No, they are not talking to a bunch of other people. They're not. Right now, they're looking for red flags. They're looking for red flags. Are you who you say you are? Do your actions match up with your words? I'm going to ask you a question today. See what your answer is. Then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to ask you the same question phrased differently to see if you give me the same answer. Okay? So this person's being very cautious. Very, very cautious. Let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome? Outcome, end result for September. Okay. I see you kind of starting to get a little bit pissed off. Maybe a little bit impatient because it's not moving quite at the rate that you want it to move. Getting a little bit frustrated. But you're keeping that to yourself. You're very slow to open up. Very slow to open up. So, Ace of Swords though, okay. So for those of you, again, who came to this reading wondering whether or not everything is going to take a turn for the worse, no. I still see the two of you communicating, getting to know each other, but no solid decision being made. Still, both of y'all are probably feeling each other out and testing this connection just to see where it's going. What's the advice? What is the advice for Pisces? Advice for Pisces and the new person. Last one. Last one. Okay, oops, 7 of Cups reversed. So this person is not talking to or considering anybody else. You shouldn't be either. Okay? If you are holding on to a bunch of other possible people, it's pretty much already over. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that right now. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. If you are wondering whether or not your person is this person or this person, it's neither of them. It's neither of them. Promise you that. When the universe brings you your person, do you think you're going to be confused about whether or not it's them or someone else? No, that's one thing that is not going to happen when the universe brings you the person it has picked out for you. Okay, so cut off any other options. Okay, focus your attention on one person and one situation only. Okay, do not let, I don't know why this is coming through. Do not let anybody impress you with material things. Okay, put that at the bottom of the priority list. It's still on the priority list, but don't let that be number one. Ain't nothing wrong with money, nothing wrong with material things, there's nothing wrong with nice things, but that's not at the top of the priority list, okay? Drop it a few slots, okay? And especially if you are the one that makes good money, do the best that you can to, I'm not saying lie about it, don't lie about it, but do the best you can to like not bring that to the surface at first. The best that you can. I mean, if you drive a really expensive car or live in a real big house or something like that, then, you know, whatever. But try to not really let that come up right off the bat. And if you're dealing with somebody that you know makes really good money, do the best that you can not to think about that. I don't give a damn how much money you make. I'm going to pay attention to who you are as a person. How you treat the waiter at the restaurant. You know, how you treat the homeless person. You know, if you walk past a homeless person and you got a pocket full of 20s and they ask you if you got any change and you tell them no, that's fucked up. You know? Okay, so like, again, just whenever it comes to money and material things, don't put that at the number one spot on the priority list. Drop it a few spots, okay? Alrighty, I feel like those were the messages that my Pisces friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I'm eternally grateful for all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys continue to show me like clockwork, day after day after day, every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.